Well, the question is, if I buy a business, what do I look at? And if I want to buy a business, do I look at a controlling interest or not? I'm a stock investor, so I don't buy whole businesses. I buy publicly traded companies. And what I look for, and what I would look for, the one thing I took away from Buffett early on, I did not get his message about holding something for a very long period of time. That's why I sold Harley-Davidson for 37 cents a share. But the one message I got from Buffett very early on is the simplest way of looking at a business is what is its return on capital? What does it earn over a period of time relative to the amount of money that's invested in it? And that gives you a pretty good barometer of, is it a good business, is it an above average business, or is it a below average business? And so I look at return on capital. The second thing I look at is, does it generate cash flow, or does it need a lot of cash to operate the business? If it's a manufacturing business, or if it's a real metal bending company, they generally do require a lot more capital. Although that business model is changing a lot as people have started outsourcing and using other geographies to outsource. But I tend to prefer companies that don't need a lot of capital to operate. And I like companies with strong brand names. So that's just my personal take. And that's a fairly Buffett-esque way of looking at investing. Oh, and management. Management is key. You got to be able to look these people in the eye. And if you don't trust them, don't do it. That's a lesson I've learned over 30 years. And one quick story about these guys who work for Berkshire Hathaway, they work for a company that Berkshire owns. And I'll tell you who it was. It was Fruit of the Loom. Okay? Fruit of the Loom was bought by Berkshire Hathaway. These were the two managers we ran into. And they had made an acquisition of Russell Corp about 5 years ago. And we asked them about that acquisition. We said, how did that come about? Was that your idea or Buffett's idea? And they said, it was our idea. And we said, well, what did Buffett want to know? What were the... Well, he wanted to know the basic numbers, but then he wanted us to come to Omaha. And, well, what did he want? When you met with him, what did he ask you? And they said, this is absolutely what they said. He just wanted us to look him in the eye and tell him we thought it was a good deal. That's it. That's how important that personal connection is. So